cactus and succulent growers, it's Lynn, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a bit of a rescue on one of my cactus bowl gardens, and obviously I'm going to be dividing this apart. Now, I wouldn't normally be doing this at this time of year in winter. In fact, I had plans on actually separating this cactus bowl garden in the springtime. But it's in desperate need of a rescue, and I can't wait until the spring to do it. Because, guys, look what I've noticed. Here, this is my gorgeous Mammillaria elongata Copper King, which is one of my favourite Mammillaria plants. Absolutely gorgeous. It's the lovely sort of coppery spined variety of the Mammillaria elongata. And look what's happened. I was actually in the polytunnel, and I was sort of going through the plants, just checking it's all okay, checking for pests and things like that. And I noticed that some of these, the little stems here on this Mammillaria Copper King looked a little bit not good. I mean, these here you can see are green and healthy, but some of them look very dried up. And the Mammillaria elongata, it often does have, the stems will die back sometimes and you just prune them out. And I've got a few different varieties of the elongata. I've got the all green one, and I've also got the golden spined one as well. But this one is the Copper King is a gorgeous variety because of its stunning, lovely copper spines. And as I went to pick it up, this just went like this, fell apart. And as you can see there, it's completely rotten all the way through. And it might be that it's just a rot that's just attacking this stem and it's not spreading. Sometimes, as I mentioned, they tend to get these elongata mammillarias, and it doesn't necessarily spread to the rest of the plant. But because it's in this bowl cactus garden, I can't leave it throughout the winter in case the rot spreads. So this is why I'm doing this time of year, and I'm going to separate it. Also, I don't know what the root system is going to look like, because in here I've got an Echinopsis cactus here, and I've also got, as I say, the Mammillaria Copper King. I've also got another little Mammillaria in here as well, the Fragilis. That's not looking too good either. And then I've got this Aloe Javena also in here. And when I potted these up, these are all small plants, which is why I put them into this cactus bowl garden. But the only problem is with cactus bowl gardens, you've got one advantage: it saves on space. So you haven't got them all separated in big individual pots. And they also look gorgeous when they're planted up together as well. I love to see cactus and succulent bowl gardens, as long as the cactus and succulents that you're potting up in the same bowl, like similar care requirements, then you're fine. But this has got a little bit too long in between having to pot it on, because with the bowl gardens you do have to pot them on regularly, and they tend to grow into each other. And the biggest dilemma is when you do remove from the pot, a lot of the roots will have grown into each other. So I don't know what this is going to look like until I get it out. If the roots are all completely matted together and growing into each other, then obviously I have to separate it. I'll have to obviously prune the roots away or cut the roots to separate these completely. And if I have to do that, then I'll have to leave these unpotted to probably for about 2 to 3 days to let any of the roots that I have to cut dry up and callus before potting again in individual pots in completely dry soil, and then going back into the polytunnel. I won't be watering them obviously because of the time of year. So then until I see what's happening, I won't know. So time to get it out of the pot. So then gently turning on its side. I don't know if it's going to come out easy, or I may have to loosen it. Oh, it's coming out very easy, which is a good sign. Oh. Now let's turn it on and look at its roots. Oh, as you can see there, I got the stones there at the bottom for the holes. Now this is going to be very interesting to see what it is going to look like. So first of all, I'll get this bowl out of the way. And, can I separate these and check what they look like now? Oh, so then, there's the Copper King. So I'm going to start by gently seeing if I can very gently ease these away. As I say, it's not something I would normally do at this time of year, because if you're watching this video in the future, guys, and it's actually December at the moment, and these are all pretty dormant, these cacti. But they should be okay if I can just keep them dry and pop them back into dry soil individually. Well, it's coming away quite easy, which is a good sign. This is the Echinopsis. Happy days. That's the first one. Put that aside. Now, this is the Mammillaria Copper King, which is the one that I have noticed is not looking good. But it actually looks okay by the roots. So, again, gently tease. So this might help you if you want to separate a cactus and succulent bowl garden. This one has come away on its own. Now, that is dry as a bone. Dead. So that's a goner. And that's that one. So, yep, some of these look like they're pretty gone. Oh, yep, look at that. Now there's a bit of freshness in that. So pop that. And you'll know when they're light as a feather. You can tell that's just dried up skeleton. A bit of freshness in that one. So I may have to just treat them all as cuttings. Again, separating here. It's all coming apart. It's completely dry, the soil, so it's not rotted because its soil has been damp or nothing. I stopped watering all of these in September. Now, that one's a goner. Let's have a look. Now, the good news is there's these I can separate and save, so I'm going to have to cut these off and then treat these as cuttings. So put them aside. This one is going to have a hole cut aside. Now I'm going to separate this here. Now, this one, as I say, this fragilis also looks like it's not doing well. It's completely dried up as well. Nope, that's a goner. As you can see, that is gone, and it's not healthy. So I've got plenty of these anyway in the polytunnel, so it's not a problem. This is one that a little cutting from the mother plant in the polytunnel, so that's no, doesn't matter. And here also gone. So, but there is a little one in there that's still okay. So maybe I can just pick this one out individually here. Now this one is okay. That's savable as a cutting, but you can see it's died off there. But again, they root quite easy. I'll just pop these into dry soil and then they should take root again in the spring. So this Aloe Venna, that's absolutely fine. Just loosen this up. And then these I can all pot up in their own individual pots. This one, no problem there. Great roots on it. Obviously have to take these dead leaves off, but that's doesn't matter. I'm just going to, what I'm going to do now then is just sort out what's savable here with this Copper King. And looking at the roots, all died off. I'm going to have to, I think it's just better with this to treat the whole thing as cuttings. And yep, I know I'm not using gloves, guys, but I'm fine. I'm used to handling them. See, you can just see it's rotting. So there's no way I could have left that how it was till spring. No, and you can just tell by feeling them. They're as hollow as anything. Completely gone. So this is just easy to gone, as you can see. But I have actually, by the way, guys, I've got another one of these in the polytunnel, a smaller one. So if this whole plant doesn't make it, I've got another one. So that's the good thing about it. I think the whole plant has gone, actually. Now this one this one is okay. It's gone. That one is okay, as you can see. And it's actually got a root on that. So that one is savable. And you can feel there's weight in it. There's life. Pulling this away here. It's probably just gone too long in the pot, and it's just not been good for it. This feels like it could be, that's gone at the bottom. So what I'm going to be doing, just cutting that and taking cuttings and then letting them dry. And same with this, I can save the top parts here. And it's going to be for cuttings. And this all gone, this part gone, but this one again, look, it's rotten there, but I can slice and take cuttings and just let them dry for a few weeks probably, and then pot them up. They're not going to root anyway at this time of year. That's all gone. So I've got some savable cuttings there. So these are all I can take cuttings of, and as I say, just cut. So that's put aside, and the same with this one as well. So at least I've got some savable anyway. And this aloe I can just pot up as it is. Now this lovely Echinopsis, this is a lovely Echinopsis irisii, and it has beautiful sort of lovely lilac-y flowers on it. Just going to move it away so you can see what I'm doing there, loosening up the soil here. Oh, there's a little spider running along. So I'll just pull this back so the camera doesn't go blurry on you guys and you can see what I'm doing. There you go, great root system on that. So this can just be potted up as it is. Happy days. So no problem there. Dry soil as well. Great. And then just take any dead bits, don't know what they are. So I'm going to be using the same type of soil more or less anyway when I pop this up. But great root system on that. Happy days. So no problem. Lovely, healthy, big, juicy, fat Echinopsis there. And I could just pop that up, put that straight back into the polytunnel again. So this is all gone here. So I'll just clear away all this mess and then carry on with the next part. Alrighty then, I've got my pruning shears. I'm going to see what I can save with these Mammillaria Copper King stem segments here. This one, although it has got a bit of a root, I can see that it is probably rotting up. So I'm going to go up here and just make a clean cut. Nope, look at that. It's still yellow inside, dry. I'm going to go right up and see. No, that's not healthy. It's completely, there's a little bit of green there, but you can see the rot still going up there. So no, that's not savable. And as I say, if I can't save any of them, then I know I've got another one, a small one in the polytunnel. This one looks pretty good here. So again, I want to try and cut this off. Yay! That's definitely savable. So that goes to a side. This one gone. And as I say, that's the one that's also gone. Gone to the cactus dogs. Haha. That one gone, so now let's go up here. It's far up. Don't know how far up to go till I see. Aha, that looks alright as well. So, happy days. You can see it's fresh. And when you're taking cuttings and cutting off dead bits, if that's still been brown or yellow inside, then I'd have to go further up. But that's fine. And no problem there. So they can let them dry. Happy days. Again here. So I'm probably going to go up there that far. Looks okay. I'm going to do a little bit more just in case. Need to make sure you leave enough that you've got to probably, yep, happy days. Look at that, fresh. And this one, don't know if that's much to save on there. Nope, that's gone. There to make sure it's clean, sterilised. And here again, go that far. Nope, gone. You can see that's the dry rot, so that's fine. I don't have to worry about sterilising. It's not going to spread on that. And then here. Nope, dry. Dry. Dry as a bone. Not good. But the happy days, I have got 3 cuttings there from the Mammillaria Copper King. And no problem there. So what I'm going to be doing with them is I'm going to leave them aside and let them callus over for about a week. And when I say callus over, in case you think what the hell is callusing over, this here where I've cut the cut part has to form a bit of a white skin. And you'll know this is such a small cut that this will probably be dry in a couple of days. But I'm going to leave it a week, and then once it's dried up, then I can pot it up into dry cactus soil. I might even put it into pure grit, up like that, and then treat as a cut-in. And I won't be watering it at all until the spring anyway. And then springtime it will send out roots. So that's no problem. Same with this little one as well. This is a fragilis. And I might as well do this one. Yep, fresh. Another one there. So that's them. That's the cuttings done with them anyway. And now all I have to do is pot up the big echinopsis and the aloe. And because this is going to be a very long video, if I included that in here, I'll do that in another video. I'm going to do this now, but I'm going to share it in a video probably tomorrow or the next day, and potting these up. So do stay tuned for the second part. And thank you so much for watching, everyone, on this cactus and succulent with yellow bowl garden rescue. And if you haven't done already, don't forget to subscribe. Do click the notification bell. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook at Desert Plants of Avalon, and check my website out, desertplantsofavalon.com. I want to wish you all a fantastic cactus and succulent plant powered day, and stay tuned for part 2.